Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today the Houston Texans will play the Miami Dolphins in Week 2 of the preseason as the Texans match up against Miami for the second preseason game and the first home game of 2023. Even though it's preseason, this will be the first home game for the Houston Texans. I don't care if it's preseason or regular season. I'm excited the Texans are going to be playing at home again. It's been way too long. It's been months. Last time we played at home, I think, was it New Year's? It was either New Year's Eve or New Year's Day against the Jacksonville Jaguars, and we got crushed. I think we got shut out, or we were either shut out or we scored 3 points. I think we scored 3 points. Now that I think about it, we lost like 3-31 or something. But that's in the past. Texans have a way different team now, a new coaching staff, and things are going to be better this season. Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm going to today's game. I'm excited to go to the game, and it's going to be fun to watch these Texans play today and see C.J. Stroud for the second time. I think we'll see more of C.J. Stroud in his second game. I think a lot of what people don't talk about when they talk about C.J. Stroud's, struggling performance against the New England Patriots last week is that, number one, C.J. only played 2 drives. Number 2, only threw 4 passes, completed 2 of those 4 passes. Yes, he threw an interception, but also was missing 4 out of his 5 starting offensive linemen. We'll have 3 of those guys back. Titus Howard will still be out today against the Miami Dolphins, but he'll have Laremy Tunsil in his second game. He'll have Kenyon Green, and he will also have Shaq Mason. 3 guys he did not have in last week's game. And the offensive line, the guys that were in, were not doing a great job of protecting CJ. And a good Patriots defensive line were coming at CJ Stroud and bringing the pressure. So I think it's going to be a way better game with an upgraded offensive line, some more weapons on the offense being added in. Guys like Robert Woods, Noah Brown, and Damian Pierce did not play last week against the New England Patriots. They will be in the offense. D'Amico Ryan said everybody that is healthy and is a starter on offense will be playing in this game, and should be the same thing for defense for the Texans as well. And I'm so excited to, see what the Texans bring out there today. Let's go over some injuries. So here are some guys that are out, and then some guys that are questionable and that have not been announced if they will be playing or not. Blake Cashman, linebacker, is out. And Titus Howard and some of the other guys that have been have been injured for a while. Jared Wayne, wide receiver, and even linebacker Christian Kirksey are out. Here are the players that are questionable. Son Ridgeway with a arm injury is questionable, defensive tackle. Case Keenum, third-string quarterback, is questionable with a leg injury. And it would make sense for me if Case Keenum does not play in this game, especially with the Texans picking up a quarterback earlier in the week with E.J. Perry. Thomas Booker, the 5th, is questionable with a wrist injury. Jared Patterson, the 5th-round pick, is questionable with a leg injury. Brandon Hill, the 7th-round pick, is questionable with a hamstring injury and has been out of practice in and out all week. Andrew Beck, who got hurt, had a minor knee injury in Thursday's preseason game, is questionable with the knee injury. Titus Howard is out, while Brevin Jordan, hamstring has not been slated to play in today's game, and he is questionable. So those are the guys that are questionable or out in this ball game for the Texans. What I'm excited to see in this ball game, I'm excited to see C.J. Stroud and Tank Dell out there today, and Will Anderson Jr., all the rookies. We saw a great performance by Tank Dell last week. I want to see more from Will Anderson Jr. and C.J. Stroud. I don't think Will Anderson wasn't bad. He brought some great pressure on a play where Denzel Perryman was able to get a sack. Honestly, Will Anderson was really big on that play last week, but I didn't feel like we saw him enough. He played really good when he was out there. I just didn't think we saw him enough. So I want to see more from Will Anderson Jr. He had 0 tackles, was a part of a big play that ended with a Denzel Perryman sack. I want to see more from Will Anderson Jr. And I want to see some good things from some of the guys that didn't play last week, like Robert Woods and Noah Brown, wide receivers, and Damian Pierce, the running back. Some of the offensive linemen like Kenyon Green and Shaq Mason, and even best left tackle in football, Laremy Tunsil. And, some of the guys on defense that we might have not seen last week or did not play enough, Derek Stingley Jr. and Jalen Petrie, who have been just going nuts in practice. And also another keynote in this game is Mike McDaniel, head coach for the Miami Dolphins, is facing off against Houston Texans head coach DeMeco Ryans. They were on the same staff in San Francisco from the same coaching tree with Kyle Shanahan, and McDaniel was the offensive coordinator while DeMeco Ryans was the defensive coordinator. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be interesting. Those guys are probably friends, and it'll be interesting to see them face off against each other. They're from the same coaching tree with Kyle Shanahan. I can't wait, and I'll be back later with a post-game for the Houston Texans, and I'm excited for this game. I'm excited to go. I'm excited to see what these guys bring. Prediction time, though. I don't think a lot of Miami starters will play in this ball game, so that's why I'm going to have to say the Houston Texans get a win, non-biased. I know it's preseason. You know, if this is a game where this is regular season, the Dolphins probably win because their starters will be playing. But I think with preseason, you're going to see more from the rookies. I think C.J. Stroud's going to want to have a better performance. You know, after last week against the New England Patriots, I think he's going to play more. And I think this team and this defense is going to have a good day. The defense was good last week. They allowed only 9 points on the defense. Their defense was spectacular. They were making good tackles. They were playing great defense. They were, their secondary was great. I think their defense is going to be even better than they were last week, and I think this offense is going to back them up as well. I think this is going to be a great game for the Houston Texans. I think C.J. Stroud is going to have a way better day for the Texans. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I think the Texans will win. I think by big, but we'll see. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out. Go Texans.